Hi everyone. I am pleased to introduce to you my instructional design plan for a class that will teach senior citizens how to protect themselves from scams attempted by phone, email, and text. This instructional unit is designed to be held in person at a public library. This unit functions as an introduction to a larger course that goes deeper into scam communications, as well as a one-shot session for learners who desire to only learn the basics. For this instructional design plan, I utilized Dr. Kovac's 7-step instructional design process. For the sake of time, I will not go through all the steps for this introduction, but will instead focus on two parts that I think are key to my instructional design plan: the learners and the learning outcomes. So first, the learners. To tell you more about the learners, I will be covering two different sections of my draft. First, the learner characteristics section of the needs assessment, and then the entry behavior and learner characteristics section of the draft. First, the needs assessment. There is a great need for this instructional unit for senior citizens. Instances of elder fraud and identity theft are rapidly rising. In fact, it is estimated that 1 out of every 10 senior citizens in the United States are victims of identity theft each year. And while seniors are no more likely to fall for scams than other age demographics, they lose more financial resources to scams and identity theft than any other age group. Consequences of these scams can be devastating and can include getting one's devices hacked, having one's information or identity stolen, having one's financial institutions compromised and drained, and giving away money to scammers who lie about what the money is for. Thus, this course would provide an important, valuable, and needed service for its learners. Now, onto entry behavior and learner characteristics. In regards to the makeup of learners, I expect there to be quite a bit of diversity amongst them in regards to skill level with technology and knowledge and experience with scams. For example, some learners may be very proficient with technology, while others may only know the basics. However, to participate in this course, learners must have a basic understanding of email, phone operations, and internet searching. With this group of learners, it is especially important to consider accessibility, as learners may have impaired vision, impaired hearing, impaired motor function, trouble with memory, or other conditions that could affect their ability to learn. These accessibility concerns have been taken into consideration in multiple ways when designing this course, such as through providing handouts of all information presented and making sure all handouts and lecture slides are in large print font. Now, I would like to share the course's 7 learning outcomes. So, at the end of this instructional unit, learners should be able to 1. Understand the dangers scams pose and the possible consequences of falling victim to a scam. 2. List and explain the common scams targeted at older adults. 3. Understand the immediate signs that a piece of communication might be a scam. 4. Know what to and not to do when they suspect a piece of communication is an attempted scam. 5. Demonstrate the steps for identifying and determining scams attempted over phone, text, and email. 6. Discriminate between scam and non-scam communications. And 7. Feel confident in their ability to protect themselves from scams attempted over email, phone, and text. All these learning outcomes have been matched to instructional activities through which the learners can demonstrate their achievement of them. For the full details of this instructional unit, please read my instructional design plan draft. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to your feedback.